Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It is 7 a.m. bright and early here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I wasn't planning this video. I'll say it again. As I was out for my walk, once again, I probably, in the last 3 days, I have heard a Trump supporter say this, I'd say at least 3 times, 3 different people, that I support Donald Trump because people fear him. He's good because people fear him. Other countries fear him. He scares people, stuff like that. And I've heard that over and over again. I probably talked about this before. Now, I'm not a psychologist, obviously, and I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. Okay, from my own perspective, using empathy, I believe that respect is by far much more. When I see the people that talk about this, there's a part of me that almost feels bad for him. I don't believe that I wouldn't look up to or support somebody that people are afraid of. I wouldn't consider that a good person. I think that people that would support somebody that's scary or somebody that makes other countries or people fearful, I get the feeling that people that support somebody like that have been scared a lot themselves, have been frightened themselves. And it's a reaction. They want other people to feel the fear for once. I get that kind of feeling. I would not want people to be afraid of me. Personally, if I'm afraid of something, it becomes a goal to conquer that. Fear of heights, whatever it may be. Because that becomes an obstacle in my life. And it becomes something that I need to overcome. And I think it's the same with people, or with other countries. I don't think fear is something that lasts. I think right away, if another country or another regime or whatever were scared or fearful of him, their main goal would be to overcome him. I think it would just build animosity and build conflict. Whereas respect is long lasting. Having somebody that people respect, somebody that walks with how's it go? Walks softly and carries a big stick. Donald Trump babbles wildly and carries a small toadstool. I'm sorry, I didn't plan on saying that. I think. You know what? I voted for Ronald Reagan. I've admitted that before on this channel. That was the first time I voted when I was 18, I think. I think it was 1984. 1984. I was 18. And I mean, I hate to say this, but at the time, I felt that he was strong, but he was somebody. I regret voting for him now, believe me, but I felt that he was somebody that people respected. Like Mikhail Gorbachev, like with that line, "Tear down this wall," Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Remember that? And he tore down the wall. He wasn't somebody that babbled wildly. He had his. And don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to talk up Ronald Reagan here, but I think respect is much more. People. Respecting somebody if they know that they can trust is a huge thing. Anybody in your life, isn't trust the biggest thing in your relationships? So why wouldn't trust be important in your leader? Do you think you can trust Donald Trump? Really? I guess there's some people that do. With other countries breaking treaties left and right. I don't see that as having a leader that people are fearful of. And then there's this one last thing too. I think people that are like this, people that impose a sense of fear in other people, say like Donald Trump, they lack empathy. They lack compassion. They don't care if they scare other people. They like that they scare other people. They like that other people feel uncomfortable. Because it's all about them and they're succeeding in their goal, their personal power. I get the feeling that those people put themselves before everybody else, before their family, before everybody else. When it comes down to it, their ego and themselves come before everybody else. Everybody else can be sacrificed. to have that fear kind of factor. Look at Donald Trump. Look at all the people he's thrown under the bus from his own administration. There has to be, I'd say, easily 24, at least 24 people that he started out saying, this person's the greatest, the best, the smartest, and within a month, 2 months, he's got the complete opposite. He's throwing that person under the bus. That's got to tell you something about this person's nature. I don't understand how Trump supporters can look at a person like this and just tell themselves that, well, he only does that to them, to other people, to those people, the people not like us. You know, he would never do that to us because he loves us. We're like him. And I don't subscribe to that theory. I think people like this are narcissistic. It's all about them when it comes down to it. And I can see that with Donald Trump. I mean, I see that clearly. Why Trump supporters don't, I don't know. But when they cheer on, when they support this instilling fear in other countries, they don't understand how that could just be turned right back on them if it came down to it. If it came down to Trump succeeding at his goals or sacrificing his supporters, I have no doubt that he would throw his supporters under the bus just like anybody else. And he would use that fear factor, that random, he's very unpredictable. And that is not, that is probably the least desirable characteristic you'd want in a leader, or in a friend, or in anybody around you, somebody that's undesirable and narcissistic. Just some thoughts on the people that are always saying that we need somebody that the other countries fear, or they fear, or the people south of the border fear, or because so sooner or later you're going to be on that list, the people that he's trying to instill fear on. All right, have a good Saturday. I'll be back later with another video.